morning, good afternoon, good evening. Tornado emergency, Caldwell. Bruh. Tornado emergency for Crider. We have a large and violent tornado on the ground right now. Alright, this is a violent tornado on the ground. It is going right into Crider. Crider, you need to be in your tornado safe place right now. This is a tornado emergency for Crider. Let's get the folks on Instagram here, where we do have a tornado emergency. But again, Crider, you need to be in your tornado safe place. This is a tornado emergency for Crider. Again, a large, violent tornado is on the ground. It's going right into Crider. This is a very dangerous situation for Crider. Again, thank you for tuning in. Got a tornado emergency for Crider as we speak. Crider, Kentucky, tornado safe place now. I mean, it is large. I've seen view of it. The wall cloud is very low to the ground and very strong. It is rotating rapidly, and that is why a tornado may or may not go right into Crider, and it's aimed right at Crider as we speak. Let's take a look at correlation coefficient, and you can see that is your tornado right here. That is going to be moving right into Crider. Crider, you guys need to be in your tornado safe place when the tornado warning was issued. However, this is an urgent message from the National Weather Service to urge you. Even though some of y'all may not want to go, this is a tornado that will not only damage your house, could potentially destroy it and wipe it off the face of this earth. And that is why they have tornado emergency. This tornado. It is very strong as per storm chasers and radar imagery. We can see that it is some strong rotation right here. That is going to be moving right into Crider. Crider, it's only seconds. Tornado ongoing at this location by train spotter. Large stovepipe tornado, and that maybe seeing some good news, but that is right there your tornado. That is a large debris ball. This whole thing is not your tornado. This is just how far it's lofting the debris around the tornado. So this will be your wind field actually, and it's probably fanning all of that debris, and that is why we see a ton of just debris right through here and lower CC values than normal. But again, this is a tornado emergency for Crider. Good news, it looks like it is going to go south of Crider, but it is still going to be an extremely dangerous tornado no matter what. And that is your circulation right there. It is just to the southwest of Crider, and it looks to be going right into Crider, hopefully. It misses, but we still have that tornado emergency. What's good, NATO dude? Got that Tory and a tornado emergency in Crider. And it is visible right here. Again, we're still seeing that CC value very low, and so it's still on the ground. It's still doing damage. It may have just weakened a tad bit, which is what we hope here. But as of now, this is still a tornado emergency for Crider. I'm kind of not going to stay live forever today. But again, this is a tornado emergency, Crider. And we can see that we have a debris ball still visible on radar. I think it may have just weakened a tad bit, which we can only hope is the news that we'll see on the next radar scan. Normalized rotation has definitely weakened it a bit, which is certainly good news. Hopefully they can let the tornado emergency go here soon, because that would be graceful. But again, Princeton, you guys are not included into this Tory. You guys are in a tornado warnings, and Dawson Springs, you guys need to also be in your tornado safe place. As we await a new radar scan, I want to mention that if you are in this other pink polygon, that is a I can't speak today. A PDS particularly dangerous situation tornado warning. Looks like it is going to in south portions of Crider. You still need to be in your safe place. I don't care that it's right at your south. Eddyville, you guys can come out of your tornado safe place. We are still seeing, albeit not strong rotation, they may be able to lift these two major tornado warnings. However, this is still a tornado emergency for Crider. Right there's your tornado right there. That's your tornado. We can see we have some green here on normalized rotation. That is indicative of some rotation, albeit not the strongest rotation we've seen with this tornado. However, some strong rotation, and luckily it is not that as strong as it was. Still, tornado emergency will remain in effect. And a thing about NWS Paducah, they do not issue tornado emergencies for whole counties. They only issue tornado emergencies for cities. And this is what we're seeing, is that Tor E for Crider. This will continue up towards Dawson Springs. Let's go and get a storm track here on it. It's going to be heading off to the northeast. Again, these dashed lines right here, these are 15-minute intervals, so 15, 30, 45, and to an hour at Belula. Dawson Springs, you guys still need to be in your getting ready just in case. Dawson Springs, just in case. Again, take your tornado precautions. Belula, I want you to prepare for this tornado as it comes through. Make sure you have your plan of action in case a tornado does hit your location. Today is a moderate risk, which we are here for right now. We're monitoring closely as we do have a tornado emergency again. That is in for Cladwell and Loyan counties. But again, some strong circulation right here. Not the strongest we've seen, but pretty strong rotation. We're going to wait on that new reflectivity scan. And hopefully the new reflectivity scan brings some good news to us. Again, Crider, it's off to your south. You guys need to stay in your safe place. We're range folding right now on velocity, but you can tell where your tornado is. I'd go as far as to say that's your tornado right here. Again, this is going to be tracking towards Balua. Right here, Crider, this is now off to your southeast. Give it about 10 minutes and you guys can come out of your tornado safe place. But again, large, violent tornado still ongoing. And this is why we are live right now, is that violent tornado that is going right into Crider. Actually, just to the south. Princeton, you guys stay in your safe place for about 10 minutes and you guys should be good. This is still National Weather Service Paducah has issued a tornado emergency for Crider. Obviously a large and destructive. I will go to say this now. This is a extremely deadly tornado. Mobile homes need to be evacuated completely. Do not stay in a mobile home. That is the worst thing you can do, is be in a mobile home during a tornado like this. I'm going to go ahead and read. At 8:16, a confirmed large and destructive tornado was moving just west of Crider, or about 6 miles northwest of Princeton, moving east at 25 miles an hour. This is a tornado emergency for Crider. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard is deadly tornado. I'm just realizing this is radar indicated rotation toward E. Not sure how we do that, but radar indicated rotation tornado emergency. An extension has been put into Madisonville, Erling. So if you're in Madisonville, Erling, Dawson Springs, Nortonville, Beulah, I actually said it right, Beulah. You guys need to be near a tornado safe place. This is now a tornado warning for you guys. Again, we still have that tornado emergency, albeit some stranger wording for a Tory. But again, this is what we're dealing with here. Let's wait on that new reflectivity scan here, which should be coming in right now. We're still seeing that storm just crossing right over. Again, it's very hard to see. We're seeing so much debris being lofted and some large hail, 2-inch, 3-inch hail, that it's very hard to see the tornado. But if we look at reflectivity, we can tell that this right here is your tornado. Very impressive radar imagery, I will say. I've said it about multiple tornadoes today. But again, normalized rotation is still showing it into yellows again. That's yellows, greens, and yellows start getting into your stronger rotation. This is also a product. Oh, we are also in the reds. As indicated, a very strong rotation. Wouldn't go as to say violent, but still tornado emergency worthy, I think. And that's going to be moving off to your northeast. So right there's your tornadic rotation. It's moving off to northeast near Beulah. You guys should be feeling this around 45 minutes. If you guys got time to evacuate, if you're on 109, you've got time to evacuate. This is still about 30-45 minutes out. My suggestion, go north. So take 108 north, and you guys will be out of the tornado's path. Just make sure you're out of that tornado warning or stay in your shelter. If you guys don't have any safe place to go, Madisonville, you've still got an hour away. You guys can evacuate. You guys have that time. Hey, you can evacuate the storms. You can evacuate this storm and go north here to Hanson. And that is what I would do in this situation, is go north to Hanson. But again, that tornado emergency should be allowed to go. Crider, let this rotation get out of this Tory box that you see right here. This large pink box with black on the inside, outside, and in the middle of the pink. That is what I have as my tornado emergency. Because it tells me that it's a Tory, obviously, so. Once this gets out of that, I will say you guys are good to go. Crider, stay in your safe place. Princeton, same thing, stay in your safe place. Let it get all out of, let it pass this box right here. As you guys are seeing right here, this is a PDS tornado warning. Once it passes that, you guys will be good to come out of your safe place as well in Princeton. Reason why I'm waiting. Alright, Crider, you guys can go. Wow. We're starting to see that debris ball pick back up here. Pretty strong rotation, honestly. Crider, you guys can come out of your trail safe place. That tornado emergency does remain in effect for the next 30 minutes, apparently. We are starting to see pinks. But again, that is your tornado right there that we have our pinpoints on. Crider, you guys come into your trail safe place. The reason I'm putting you guys over to here is because we are now out of that tornado emergency. Therefore, Crider, you guys can come out of your safe place if you are in Crider. If you're Crider to the west, you guys come out of your safe place. But we still have a violent tornado on the grounds in Caldwell counties. Caldwell and Loyan counties. Actually, I think it's right on that county line, if I'm right. No, it's going into Caldwell. Yeah, it's still in Caldwell counties. Again, we're seeing some pretty tight rotation starting to pick back up. I have been tracking this for a long time. I've been here, haven't been live because my voice is sick. But we're watching this as it moves into Madisonville. Madisonville, you guys are under tornado warning, and that's what's going to keep me live a long time here. Crider, you guys can come out of your safe place. Crider, you guys are good. You guys don't need to be in your safe place anymore. We will tell you if you need to go back in your safe place, but as of right now, you do not need to go back in your safe place. You guys are fine. Again, just we are back to a tornado emergency again. We are continuing tornado emergency. We can now have a tornado emergency for a county. This is the first time I think I've seen the National Weather Service Paducah issue a tornado emergency for a whole county. But I mean, guys, it's warranted. We have a strong, violent tornado. This is very violent. This is one of the highest. We're starting to get whites. This is now a violent tornado. Violent tornado. Again, you guys need to be in your trail safe place if you are in the path of this. I cannot stress enough. Madisonville, you guys too. Dawson Springs, this is going to be edging right close to you guys. I've never seen the National Weather Service Paducah issue a tornado emergency for a county. This is the first time I've seen it happen. We have a large, violent tornado on the ground right now. This is a live radar view where we do have a tornado emergency for eastern Caldwell County, Kentucky. This is very violent. It's going to be in rural areas, which... Princeton, you guys can come out of your safe place now. You guys are no longer under tornado warning. Crider, same with you. You guys can come out of your safe place. But again, this is a tornado emergency and we are still seeing damage being done. We're still seeing high reflectivity. Beulah, you guys need to be in your safe place. I think that this is occluding. I think that the storm may be occluding. We still have that tornado emergency for Caldwell County, as a violent tornado is ongoing as of this time. Very violent. You guys are seeing me green screening because this is what we need to be doing right now. Again, I was set up to go live, and as soon as a Tory got issued, I went, and we are now here live, tornado emergency coverage, where a strong tornado is ongoing. And I am not reading chat. I just want to let you guys know this is moving up into Hopkins County, Madisonville, Arlington, Nortonville. You guys need to prepare now. This is a violent tornado that is ongoing right now. Again, if you're on Instagram, we're going to end this until we start getting into a more populated area, because this is still something that needs to be watched very closely. You can go to my YouTube and watch it from there, but I am going to end the Instagram stream because I need my phone. I need to get this out on all social media platforms that this is a tornado emergency. The highest warning we see is a tornado emergency. And unfortunately, this is what we're seeing. I'm trying to get the latest Tory. The not tornado emergency for Crider, but the other one. Let's go to NWS Paducah. NWS. Again, the NWS Paducah has put this as a tornado emergency for a reason. It is violent. Like, one of the most violent tornadoes we're going to see all day here today. I'm trying to get this out on all social media platforms. But this is a tornado emergency. Again, tornado emergency does remain in effect. This is a violent tornado. I'm getting this out, reposting it, putting it on all social media platforms. That's why you're actually seeing me do this right now. Again, this is on a eerily similar track to December 10th, 2021. We're trying to get this out on all social media. This is on the ground. Violent tornado. There we go. I have it on all social media platforms. I'm going to set my phone up here in just 1 second. I want to make sure I have all views of this tornado as possible. We do have a tornado emergency ongoing, which is why we are here. Tornado emergency for Dawson Springs. I have never seen this. Again, tornado emergency. I have never seen this. Again, new Tory. New. Oh my lord. We are seeing a violent, very violent tornado ongoing right now. And again, that is what we are seeing. They're really fixing to make me do this. It is going over nothing as of this time, but again, tornado emergency. Let's get the storm motion fixed here. It's going to go right in between Arlington and Morton's Gap as we speak. This is, oh my lord, violent. We're here for it. We are live for a Vio tornado. I just had it out on all social media platforms, and then this happens. Even the NWS spot itself is like having issues. NWS Paducah. They haven't even posted the new E. Again, this is a large, violent tornado ongoing. Right here, this is your exact location of that tornado. We are just seeing a ton of tornado emergencies. And this is the same storm. Yeah, we're seeing pink rotation right now. We're getting back up there into that. Hey, very strong tornado ongoing right now. And we're right where they have 2 tornado emergencies, which is bad. We are right there in between 2 Tories, so it's going to be hard to see on reflectivity. I'm getting it out on Instagram, then we're going to go back to do what we got to do. Dawson Springs, you need to be in your safe place. This is a tornado emergency for you. We're trying to get this off to as many people as possible. That is why you're seeing me use my phone so much during the stream, is because we're getting this to a lot of people. Like, we have a ton of people we got to get this to. And we're seeing a violent tornado ongoing right here. Winds are 60 on... it's going to be pretty hard to see. Again, we do have this tornado emergency. It is violent. There's good reason why we have a Tory. And we are here for this tornado emergency as we speak here. Again, violent tornado. We're seeing very low ZDR, which is actually pretty rare. This is a primed atmosphere for violent tornadoes. I cannot stress this enough. This is primed for vile tornadoes. Currently, I want to focus on the more impacted areas right now. We should be getting back into some visual. It's going to be crossing into Hopkins County here. I just want to see what normalized rotation puts us here, as this is a violent tornado. Yeah, well, this is violent, you guys. Need to be taking your trail safe place if you are not already in your safe place. We are seeing rotational values of 81 on top of 73. That is 135 delta velocity, 135 knot delta velocity, very strong. Caldwell County, you guys are good to come out of your safe place as soon as this crosses this weird jagged pink line right here. That is a PDS warning. We do have a tornado emergency. I think the storm may be occluding here. So what will happen, you'll see this go, you'll see this right here go into the storm. I think we're starting to see that motion. But that does not matter. Wow. Violent tornado. That is violent. No doubt in my mind that we're seeing this violent tornado on the ground. Yeah, in my opinion, this is this is very violent, obviously. Large tornado near Dawson Springs. We're gonna rename the stream real quick. Large tornado near Dawson Springs, KY. But again, this is your tornado right here. It's going to be tracking off Arlington, Morton's Gap. If you haven't evacuated, now is your time to stop what you're doing and take shelter. You guys have been under a tornado warning. I've been giving you guys enough time to take shelter or evacuate. Now is your time to take shelter and quit evacuating. I hope you guys got out of this path, because this is one of the most significant tornadoes we're going to see today. We We're still in the pink values for normalized rotation. Let me step off over here for a second. Oh, what this means is that this tornado is very strong. We're borderline violent with pinks and things like that. However, we're seeing 99 on top of 67. That would be 66. 166 miles per hour. I do consider 160. I consider 150 plus violent. That is certainly what we're seeing here is a violent tornado. So we're going to track this here as it moves off to Madisonville, Arlington, Nortonville. Crofton, you guys are fine. It's not going to be hit y'all. But still a violent tornado ongoing. We are seeing what may be occluding. This may not be occluding either, but it looks like that rotation right here is moving off into your storm, which would be good news. But still, violent tornado that is not weakened in the last few frames. Okay. I haven't seen the coloring. I haven't seen this coloring in a long time on reflectivity. I haven't seen this in a long time on reflectivity. Due to a tornado. I've seen it through hail, things like that, but never a tornado. That's very significant. We're doing mostly tree damage. And that's why you're not seeing a low CC, because this is just mostly trees right here that's being lofted up into the air. And we are kind of far from the radar. We're looking up about 2,000 feet in the air, 2,500 or 2,500 feet in the air. And that is, again, certainly, we're still looking low to the ground. I want to mention now, Morton's Gap, you have 30 minutes. Morton's Gap, you have 30 minutes. You guys need to be in your shelter or evacuated since yesterday. If you guys weren't going to evacuate, the same with Nortonville and Arlington. You guys needed to be in your safe place. And when that first tornado warning was issued, I was like, you guys are an hour away from impact. You guys need to either evacuate or take your shelter. Well, we are past the point of evacuation. We are now at violent tornado imminent. And this is a tornado emergency that does continue until the top of the hour in 10 minutes. I think they're going to reissue a tornado warning, in my opinion, for like Arlington, Morton's Gap, areas in between. As we are seeing a violent tornado. And we're seeing a lot. So, I want to point this out. This whole area could be debris and very heavy rain securing that tornado. It is also becoming nighttime. It is 9 o'clock Central. It's going to be very hard to see this tornado. And also, this shows that there's just debris or something right here that is very strong. I think this may be debris on that western, northwestern side, which is more actually kind of common in tornadoes, that you'll have more debris on this side than on your western, eastern side. I bet. I want to take a look here at echo tops. That's spiking around 47,000 feet. Yeah, I'm not surprised at that. Still a strong to violent tornado. again, this is still that primed environment for a violent tornado. We're not even nearly out of that primed environment, too. So this tornado, in theory, has no reason to stop it unless it occludes, which is seemingly less likely. We are seeing a violent tornado here. No, I am not looking at chat right now. Questions are not going to be answered. Again, we have a violent tornado, and I'm not going to be looking at chat, as this is honestly one of the most violent tornadoes I've ever seen. Again, we are seeing what may be weakening in the rotation from our previous 2 scans. Ooh, not good. There is damage being reported in South Crider. Again, that's why my phone just vibrated. We are seeing a weakening trend, which may be good news. Or it could ramp right back up. But again, I don't normally see that on reflectivity. That is very concerning. I'm sorry, I had to get a drink. Yeah, it's still violent. There's no doubt in my mind. It's still violent. We're lofting up a ton of trees, in my opinion. And this may not be trees. This may be homes that I'm not seeing. However, yeah, it's still violent. I hate to say it, but that is still violent. You may not be seeing all your colors that go up here. Still, you don't need that to have a violent tornado. That is only an algorithm. This is the track of it. As it moves off to the east-northeast. I gotta step over here real quick. There we go. We're good to go back. So, needless to say, we are getting radar scans every 2 minutes. I think that the NWS Paducah knows, and so they've got that radar to rapid scan, because this is a violent tornado and we need everything we can physically see. This is your tornado right here. It's moving off to the east-northeast. Let's go ahead and get you guys some towns in or near this path. Morton's Gap. I've been warning you guys for a long time, ever since Crider actually, that you guys need to be in your safe place. Arlington, Madisonville, Nortonville, you guys all need to be in your safe place. It's going to be impacting U.S. United States 41 right here within 20-25 minutes. Actually looks like about 19-18 minutes. And then U.S. United States Interstate 69 right here within 22-23 minutes. This is back into the reds again. We're still seeing violent rotation with it. And so I've noticed a tendency with these storms. You'll have your rotation at the top spinning fast, and then you may have your lower rotation down here spinning kind of slow. But what's up here usually transpires to down here at some point. I've noticed that trend recently, and I want to make sure I'm testing that trending out. I wonder if they're going to keep it a tornado emergency or if they're going to PDS it. And I would Tor E Arlington here. It is not including. Still a violent. Wow. If you are driving along United States 41 and 69 from Madisonville and Nortonville, you guys need to be in your tornado safe place. Pull over. No, do not pull over. Find the closest substantial structure. If you have no place you can pull over, turn around if you are south of Morton's Gap, or if you are near Arlington, turn around and go north. Madisonville, I think it's going to miss you guys, as well as Nortonville. However, I want you guys not driving in between Madisonville and Nortonville. This is a violent tornado ongoing. Very violent. Again, I'm actually going to bring this down to Mannington. If you're driving on I-69 and US 41 from Mannington, stop driving. Just stop driving. I am now putting Mannington into that. Nortonville, you guys still need to be in your tornado safe place. I cannot stress this enough. Arlington, Morton's Gap, you guys are right up next. I feel like they're going to Tory this here soon. Tornado emergency has expired. Which kind of surprised me. I did not think they would let that expire. So I'm going to go over to this graphic until I see more. They need a tornado emergency, this right here. Again, violent tornado right here. That is ongoing, heading off to the northeast. I think that it is slowed down. Again, they're going to keep it as the PDS tornado warning. That is really surprising to me. I would genuinely Tory that. So if you are driving along I-69 and US 41 from Mannington, from Mannington all the way up to Madisonville, stop driving. If you are in between, find the closest substantial shelter. If you are in Arlington, Morton's Gap, you guys still need to be in your tornado safe place. I think they're reissuing that tornado emergency because it is violent. Very violent to me. Honestly. Looks very. But again, this is that PDS tornado warning. Arlington, Morton's Gap, you guys still need to be in your safe place. I don't care that they've dropped that tornado emergency. This is a violent tornado. I feel like just putting my own Tory on this because this is very, very violent. I'm not going to, but just looking at all of our data, we're seeing a large tornado. Let's take a look here. I'm going to remove some stuff off of radar for you guys. I want to take here a look at normalized rotation and kind of let you guys see. It started near Eddyville. We got live. Alright, they now have tornado emergency at Morton's Gap. Good job, National Weather Service, for getting that out. This is not a perfect setup, y'all, trust me. to switch back over to here. Try to work past all of this. Again, you guys are seeing this firsthand. I think within the previous few scans here that this is getting enveloped by rain, which can do two things. Strengthen this tornado beyond belief, and if it is, this will be an F4, potentially an F5, or it will weaken it considerably, which is what we're hoping for here. But again, it is still violent. There's no reason it won't stop, unless if this rain right here. See, we had a pronounced hook right here, even right there. We're not seeing it as pronounced. I think we are seeing a meso handoff, actually. I just want to confirm myself. They are going to re-PDS it. Madisonville, you guys are good. Madisonville, come out of your safe place. You are no longer under tornado warning. / they have condensed a tornado warning down. Beulah, Dawson Springs, you guys are good as well. But I hope that what we see will be weakening trends here in this tornado. We've been here since right here. We've been here for almost an hour now. I know I've been late. I'm late to the party. But I didn't want to go live unless if I physically had to, and this is something that will force me to be live. Again, we're still seeing some strong circulation right here. It's going to be heading just to the north of Morton's Gap. Morton's Gap, I want you in your tornado safe place. You guys are getting pretty heavy rain right now. I realize that this is a pretty populous area. But you guys need to be in your safe place. Everyone in Morton's Gap and Central Hopkins County, this is a tornado emergency. This does not happen often. This is, believe it or not, tornado emergencies are rare. Out of the trillions of tornado emergencies that are issued, only about 10 to 20 of them, and I'm talking per decade, are tornado emergency. And I'm not talking about same storm tornado emergencies. I'm talking about different storms. They're only used in rarely and for extreme cases where you got a violent tornado going into a populous area. Usually some NWS offices defer and put it as a violent tornado, and they just go to a tornado emergency. Now we're starting to see again more clearation that this is that hook again. And that is bad. That is something we did not want to continue to trend, but it is trending like this. We have been here about an hour now, honestly. We've been warning you guys in this area. Now it's time to get some warnings. Again, if you're driving from Madisonville all the way to Nortonville, stop. If you are in between this, you have no time. Do not, I cannot stress this enough, do not hide under an underpass. That is death sentence if you do that. I don't like using these big words, especially during severe weather, but this is what needs to be done to signal to you guys that this is a violent tornado. No matter what, we learned our lesson back in Moore 1999. That F5, we learned that these underpasses are wind tunnels. They will accelerate that wind. you may be having 70-mile-per-hour winds, and it's going to go right up to like 100, 110. I may be exaggerating that, and that is by no means the speed of this tornado. The tornado's wind speeds that are inside of it is very, 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 very strong. That is why I'm pointing this out to you guys, like trying to prove a point, essentially, is that this is a violent tornado, and this has no reason to stop until it gets into the Carolinas. So we may have a Kentucky tornado, a long track, and we're still seeing violent rotation. Albeit, the tornado is a little bit shorter. Doesn't mean you can just do whatever. That wind field on that tornado, really dangerous winds right in here. This is that tornado right here. You see this upside down triangle with a line under it? That is a signal that radar is picking up tornado. I want to point out for a second, I'm not sure if this is debris fanning right here, or if that might be a second tornado. Wouldn't surprise me if we do have a satellite tornado. Yeah, would not surprise me if we're seeing a satellite tornado right now. And it's rare to see a satellite tornado lofting debris. Either way, this storm, anyone in these pink or black and pink polygons, pink, purple, whatever you guys call them, magenta, you guys need to be in your tornado safe place. This is a PDS tornado warning. This is a tornado emergency. PDS tornado emergency. PDS tornado emergency. I want you guys to get that. Usually I have my warning legend right over here, but today we're not using that. No way, no how. We have a violent tornado, and this needs all of our focus except down here, which will list the areas impacted. I like having this set up because it'll show you guys. I have to custom edit all of this. So, Morton's Gap and Central Hopkins County. This is a tornado emergency. Let's get back over down to your tornado, where we are seeing signs of lowered reflectivity values, which is extreme good news. But again, this is your tornado right here. Tracking off to the northeast. Again, it's going to be past Morton's Gap in like 15 minutes. 15 minutes, Morton's Gap is going to be fine. We have a violent tornado, and it is ongoing right now. This is a very dangerous situation. It is genuinely getting hot in my room. So I gotta turn on my AC, and I'm so sorry about this, y'all, but my AC needs to come on for a little bit. It is just extremely hot in my room right now. But again, this is a tornado emergency for areas Morton's Gap and Central Hopkins County. It is going right near Arlington. It's going to cut really close to you guys. If not, it's doing damage in Arlington as we speak. It is still a violent tornado. This is a tornado emergency for Arlington and Morton's Gap. This This is a radar confirmed tornado emergency. These are tornado emergency for Arlington and Morton's Gap. This is very violent rotation. I was gonna go live. That is why you guys saw me. As soon as that Tory came, we were gonna be live. We already had that plan. We're going live as soon as a large tornado hits the ground. I missed a few because I wasn't home at that time. But we are here with a violent tornado, and we're going to have multiple streams potentially because I cannot be live consecutively right now. My voice hurts. It hurts so much to talk. This is what we're doing. And it looks like your tornado is becoming very condensed, which hopefully continues. Hopefully it does not gain anything else. Hopefully this stays as is. Here's a radar loop of everything that is just unfolded here. Wasn't too long after that PDS, a tornado emergency was issued, and we're still here with a tornado emergency, believe it or not. That is for Central Hopkins County here. Morton's Gap in specific. This is that rotation. I know he's more visible here. That's your tornado right there. It's right along 41. Right along that 41, as we were just talking about not too long ago. And it is continuing to go. I want this to be known that this is, I think this may have just died. Three injured, trees down across multiple roads, making travel impossible. 3 minor injuries reported about 4 to 5 miles north of Princeton. Alright, we are getting confirmed injuries being reported from this tornado. Wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing a meso handoff here. This tornado has weakened significantly. I want to make sure before I even change any graphics what we're seeing here is true. But again, tornado emergency remains in effect. I think this may be coming to an end. This tornado's reign of terror may be coming to an end here. I genuinely think we may be good. But again, this is still a violent tornado. You do not want to be traveling on Interstate 69. Bremen. This is I believe this will cross or has crossed areas that was impacted a year ago. And this storm is just deorganized right now. There is still rotation. I don't know if this is just what, or if this may be the best sign we can have. They have a new severe thunderstorm warning out for it. No, that's to the west. But this tornado will not be continuing past Hartford. I guarantee this line right here will catch up to it, ending the reign of terror of this tornado that we have been live for since the very beginning tornado emergency. Since Kreider here. This has been a full green screen. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, this is a wide view as to what's happening. I want to kind of take off storm tracks for a second. I'm actually going to take off warnings, except that tornado emergency. I do want the fact that there is a tornado emergency being put up here, and like take off all warnings. This is where that tornado emergency first became, down here near Crider, and it is tracked off to the northeast. While this line is slowly approaching it, this line right here that we're seeing that's now entering Paducah, Dixon, Owensboro. Yeah, the reign of terror has ended. I think the reign of terror has ended. For this tornado. I see very broad rotation right here. It is not strong at all. I am still seeing indication that we do have a tornado on the ground. However, I am not seeing the fact that this is strong or violent as of this time. I am going to wait till other word gets into this, that we see if I in stream and just keep it with this. But let's take a look here at normalized rotation. Let's put it here. We can very well see your tornado. This is your tornado's path. Right here. Actually. Your tornado started right here. It hit the ground right about here. Traveled through Critter, just to the south of Critter. North of Dawson Springs, south of Beulah. And then has ended just to the north of Morton's Gap right here. Huh? Oh, lordy, lord, what? What in the... Oh! That PDS tornado warning has been dropped. That PDS has been dropped. Meaning our rain is, it's still ongoing. It is not strong whatsoever. I'm just seeing it. I just saw a ton of contamination right there. That is contam. Why are we not using Paducah? What radar am I using? Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Where's Fort... Oh. That's Fort Campbell. I just want to see really quickly what this tornado looks like. The tornado emergency has been allowed to expire. I repeat, the tornado emergency has been allowed to expire as storms enter Paducah here. We are getting caught up by this line. Once this gets caught up by the line, I'm ending coverage. Your main significant tornado threat is over. I've missed a few tornadoes, but I was here for the most important one, and that is what I aim to do, is be here for the most important of it. I'm actually about to end coverage too, though. I want to turn off all of my tornado emergency stuff here. Make sure that it is clear that we do not have a tornado emergency. Again, I want to make sure you guys know that we are done with the major tornado. There's no longer a large tornado ongoing. I'm going to stay with it just a little bit longer here. And then I got to go back to what I'm doing. Again, I'm renovating a house here. But this time it's my own house, so that way I can go wide if needed. Kind of adding a few extensions to the house. So again, that is always good news. We are not seeing any sign of a tornado. Praise the Lord that this tornado is no longer on the ground. And this is where our coverage will come to an end. Right now. Thank you for tuning in. If I'm needed back, I will come back. However, I'm going to get back to renovating a house and doing that sort of stuff. This has been a long time. I just want to point out, your main tornado threat is over. Your main significant tornado threat is over. I'm Kelly Rose, and I'm signing off. Peace out. Peace. Sorry for not streaming all day like normal, but I don't feel the best.